Hey everybody, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super easy Valentine's Day look for you. We kept the eyes super simple and really focused on giving a flawless face and a bright red lip. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So for this look, we're going to focus on the face and we're going to keep the eyes super simple and we're going to make the face flawless. So in order to do that, the first thing we're going to do is prime our face. And I'm going to use two different primers. The first one I'm going to use is the Benefit Professional Primer. This is going to help fill in those pores and those fine lines and really give your face a smooth appearance and will allow the rest of the products to sit on your face really nicely. And then the second one I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever HD Professional Primer. And this is really going to help brighten the face and also has a nice tackiness, which is going to help the makeup adhere to the face and stay all day and keep your makeup flawless. So let's go ahead and start with the Professional. Just put a little bit on your fingertips and put that all over your face, but focusing it in those areas where your pores are a little larger. So for me, that's going to be right in my T-zone. In my cheeks, on my nose, my forehead, and then whatever's left, just kind of smooth it all over the rest of your face. And now we can go in with the Makeup Forever primer. And this one can go all over your face. Okay, so once you have your primers on and your face is all ready for the rest of your makeup, we're going to go in with some color correcting, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover palette. So this has like a peach shade, a yellow shade, a green shade, and a purple shade. And we're going to use 3 of those. We're not going to use all 4, just 3 of them. So I'm first going to go in with the peach shade, this first shade here. I'm going to take this, and this is going to help cover up dark circles. So I'm going to put this right underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the green shade, and this is going to help cancel out any redness that you have. So for me, I have quite a bit because I have a lot of acne. So I'm going to put this on any areas that are red. So for me, that's my jawline and around my nose. And then the last shade we're going to go in with is the purple shade. And this is going to help brighten the skin. So I'm just going to put this right along my cheekbones and a little bit on my forehead. Alright, so now that you look like a crazy person with a bunch of colors on your face, I'm going to go in with a flat foundation brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend all these colors out. You can use your finger for this, you can use a beauty blender, you can use anything you really want. There's a little sponge that comes with the palette, you can use that if you want. I've used it before, it works just fine. And I did end up switching to a damp beauty blender. I really like the way that worked better. It just blended everything into the skin a whole lot easier. So damp beauty blender works great. So next we're going to move on to foundation, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation, and I'm in the shade 0.5. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender again for this. And what I like to do with this foundation is I like to pump like 5 dots on the head of the damp beauty blender, and then I put that all over my face, and then I just blend it out. Okay, so once your foundation is on, I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm going to use 2 different concealers. I'm going to use the Maybelline Better Skin, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. The Maybelline one is just slightly darker than the Shape Tape one, so I'm going to use this on my face to cover up blemishes and anything like that. And I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Better Skin, and I'm going to put that pretty much wherever I put the green color correcting concealer. So once you have that on, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. And what I like to do for my under eye concealer is I like to take the Tarte Shape Tape and put that just on the very inner corner of my eye because it's lighter, so it's going to help brighten. And I'm just going to do just a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. And I'm going to go back in with my Maybelline Better Skin, and I'm going to put this underneath my eyes as well in a triangle. And this is going to help really brighten the whole under eye area. So back in with the damp beauty blender again and just blend everything out. I also like to take this on my eyelids because my eyelids aren't super oily, so I don't really need to prime my eyes. As long as I put concealer on them and set it with some powder, that's my primer. So once you have your foundation blended out, we're gonna go ahead and bake underneath our eyes to make sure that concealer stays in place all day and it's not gonna crease. So for that, I'm gonna be using the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. This powder is great because it's really finely milled, so it's not gonna cake up on your face at all. So I just dumped a little bit into the cap of my pressed powder, and I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and stick it in there, and then just really pack this on underneath the eyes. While that's baking, I'm gonna go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder and a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna set the rest of my face. Also, while that's baking, we're gonna go ahead and do eyebrows. So I'm just gonna take a spoolie brush and just comb them out. So for eyebrows, I'm gonna be using my Benefit Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade 2. And I'm just gonna use the brush that comes with it. It's a decent brush. And I don't do anything special with my eyebrows. I literally just follow my natural shape and fill them in. So I'll be right back. So once you've filled in your eyebrows, I'm just going to set them with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer so that they stay in place all day. Once your eyebrows are complete, we can go ahead and dust away that baking. So I'm going to go in with the same big fluffy brush that I set my face with. And I'm just going to buff this out. Okay, so on to eyes. And for eyes, we're keeping it super simple here. We're just going to put a little bit of some brown in the crease, something a little shimmery on the inner corner, and that's it. So we're keeping it super simple. And I'm just going to be using a couple brushes and one palette. And for the palette, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This palette is great. It literally has every color you're going to need for an everyday look. So we're going to start out, and I'm going to take my Morphe M441 brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to take the color Faith. It's this third color in here. I'm just going to pick some of that up and apply that directly into my crease. So the next color we're going to use, I'm going to pick up on a slightly smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take the color Lockout, which is right next to Faith. It's just a slightly darker brown color. I'm going to pick that up and put that again directly into the crease. And I'm just not going to take this one quite as high as that first color. And that's it for the crease. All we're going to do now is some brow bone highlight and some inner corner highlight, and that's it for the eyes. So for inner corner highlight, I'm going to take my Morphe 350 palette. I'm going to take the very first color right here, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone. So for my inner corner highlight, I want something that's really going to pop and really going to stand out and really brighten that inner corner. So I'm going to take my Morphe 350 palette again, and I'm going to take this color right here. It's not picking up on camera, but it's a really pretty, like, iridescent, pinky, shimmery color. So I'm going to apply that really heavily on the inner corner, and I'm also going to take it a little bit onto my eyelid. So once you have that inner corner highlight on, all you have left is the under eyes. So I'm going to go back in with my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I'm going to take a fluffy pencil brush. I'm going to pick up that first color, Faith. I'm going to put that all over the under eye. And I don't want to go super dark on the under eye because we kept it super light on top, so I want it to all balance out. Once you have that on, I'm going to take a fluffy liner brush, and I'm going to take that second color, Lockout, and put that on the under eye as well, and keep this closer to the lash line and just really smudge it out. Alright, and now that the under eye is done, I'm looking at my eyes and I feel like there needs to be something on the lid. I just feel like something's missing. So I'm going to go in with my Naked Basics palette again, and I'm going to take the very first shade right here called Blow. I'm going to take a flat shader, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid just to brighten it up a little bit. So from here you can do one of two things. If you like this natural look, then by all means don't add any liner whatsoever. Or if you want, you can add a brown liner and smudge it out so it's a natural look. But I'm personally going to wear false lashes, and I like the definition that a black liner gives me. So I'm going to apply some black liner and just a small wing. And to do that, I'm going to use my Ico Skinny Liquid Liner in black. So I'm going to apply some winged eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've just applied my winged eyeliner. I'm going to apply some mascara and some false lashes, and I will be right back and we'll finish up with the face. Okay, so once you have your mascara and false lashes on, we can go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and start with bronzer, and I'm going to be using my NYX matte bronzer, and this is in the shade Medium. And I'm going to take that on this fluffy dome brush and just put that directly in the hollows of my cheek. I'm going all along the perimeter of my face, along my forehead, my temples. I also want to contour the nose just a little bit, so I'm going to take this fluffy angled brush and I'm just going to pick up some of that product and put that right along the sides of my nose. And if when you're done you feel like you have gone a little heavy-handed, just go back in with your beauty blender or your brush or whatever you put your foundation on with and just lightly tap that out. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush, and this is in the shade Dazzled. It's this really pretty natural mauve color. So for highlight, I'm going to go in with two different highlight shades. The first one is by Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade Boozy Brunch. It's like this really natural bronzy color. And then I'm going to top it off with my Makeup Revolution Radiance palette, and I'm going to take this center shade right here. And I'm just going to put that directly on over the Boozy Brunch. So I'm going to start with Boozy Brunch and just put that right along your cheekbones and down the center of your nose, and then top it off with the Makeup Forever highlight. Okay, so all we have left is lips, and then we're done. So for the lips, I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Blast Office. It's really, really pretty pinky red color. It's not a true red, but it's definitely not pink either. It's that perfect in between. So it's perfect for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my lips. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be it for this tutorial. I hope you have an awesome Valentine's Day with your boyfriend or your family or your girlfriends or whatever you're doing. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.